You won't believe what just happened.
After years of silence, speculation, and endless on-screen chemistry, Wu Lei has finally broken his silence. And this time, it's not just about his career. The man once known for keeping his private life hidden has just dropped a line that has set the entire internet on fire. Did Wu Lei just confirm what millions of fans have always believed? Stay with us, because what you're about to hear might change everything you thought you knew about Wu Lei and Zhao Lusi. It began with a question no one expected and an answer that no one was prepared for. During a recent press event, Wu Lei sat in front of flashing cameras, smiling politely as reporters asked about his new film, his work, his future. Then, a brave journalist raised a question that changed the tone of the room completely. Wu Lei, she asked, fans have been curious for years about your relationship with Zhao Lusi. You two seem incredibly close. Is there something more between you? For a moment, the world seemed to stop. He didn't rush to respond. Instead, he paused, his eyes calm, his expression thoughtful. And then, with a small but unmistakable smile, he said, "We understand each other very well. She's someone who means a lot to me." It wasn't a denial. It wasn't a scripted response. It was gentle, sincere, and filled with emotion. In that instant, every camera clicked, every heart watching seemed to skip a beat. Fans who had followed them for years felt as if they were finally hearing what they had always believed to be true. Social media exploded within minutes. Weibo and TikTok were flooded with posts replaying the video, analyzing the tone of his voice, the warmth in his eyes, and the soft smile that followed those words. It was a confession without ever using the word love. For years, Wu Lei and Zhao Lusi had been one of the most admired on-screen pairs in Chinese entertainment. Their chemistry in Love Like the Galaxy was unforgettable, their connection off-screen impossible to ignore. Yet both had chosen silence, keeping their friendship, or whatever it truly was, away from the spotlight. That's why this one sentence carried so much power. It wasn't loud or dramatic. It was quiet, but real. It felt like a rare moment of honesty from a man known for his composure and discipline. People who saw it didn't just hear an answer. They felt it. It was the kind of moment that reminded audiences why they love stories like this. The quiet magic between two people who seem to understand each other without saying much at all. And for many, Wu Lei's few words were enough to turn years of rumors into something far more human, tender, and true. Long before Wu Lei's quiet confession sent waves across the internet, fans had already been piecing together a story of their own. It was a story told not through headlines or interviews, but through the smallest details. Moments that seemed ordinary to most, but unforgettable to those who watched closely. For years, devoted followers had noticed patterns between Wu Lei and Zhao Lusi, a subtle rhythm that suggested something deeper than friendship. Matching bracelets appeared in photos taken weeks apart. Identical hoodies were worn on different days, but by people whose worlds seemed to keep overlapping. At first, these coincidences were dismissed as fan imagination. But as time went on, the coincidences began to form a pattern that was too striking to ignore. Then came the moment that truly set everything alight. Zhao Lusi shared a quiet Instagram story one evening, a cup of tea resting beside a handwritten note that read, "Some moments are better kept quiet." A few hours later, Wu Lei uploaded a photo to his own account, holding the same type of cup in what looked like the same cafe, captioned simply, "Silence has its reasons." It wasn't proof, but it felt deliberate. For fans, it was the closest thing to an unspoken dialogue between two people who understood each other perfectly. Even their stylists and colleagues seemed to feed the fire without meaning to. Wu Lei's stylist liked a post featuring Zhao Lusi with the caption, "Love looks good on her." Within minutes, screenshots spread across fan pages and news outlets, sparking endless discussion. The necklace Zhao Lusi wore during a livestream, a delicate silver chain, reappeared weeks later around Wu Lei's neck in a magazine photoshoot. These moments might have meant nothing, yet together they painted a picture far too consistent to dismiss. But what truly captured people's hearts wasn't the jewelry or the clothes. It was the feeling behind it all, the idea that perhaps beneath the noise and speculation, there was something genuine and fragile taking shape. It was as though these two people, caught in the glare of fame, had found quiet ways to stay connected without words. For fans around the world, These small details became symbols of a private bond, one that didn't need confirmation to be believed. Because sometimes, love doesn't shout.
It whispers, softly, through the things we almost miss.
What makes the bond between Wu Lei and Zhao Lusi so compelling is not its mystery, but its quiet strength, a kind of affection that seems to have been built not on grand gestures or public declarations, but on mutual respect and understanding. Those who have worked with them often describe a connection that runs deeper than appearances, something grounded in patience, kindness, and shared values. Their story began years ago on the set of Love Like the Galaxy, a production that would change both of their lives. What audiences saw on screen was breathtaking chemistry, but those who were there behind the scenes saw something more subtle. The way Wu Lei would wait quietly for Zhao Lusi to finish a scene, the way he would pass her a bottle of water during long shoots under the sun, the way she would laugh at his quiet humor even when the cameras stopped rolling. It wasn't performance. It was partnership. Both of them were still growing as artists at the time, carrying the weight of expectation and fame, but they seemed to find comfort in each other's presence. When Zhao Lusi was criticized online, Wu Lei never defended her publicly, yet he stayed by her side professionally, choosing silence over spectacle. That silence spoke volumes, a kind of loyalty rare in an industry obsessed with attention. Insiders have said that even after filming ended, they continued to stay in touch, exchanging thoughts about scripts, sharing advice, and supporting one another's work without needing recognition for it. What draws fans to them now isn't only the possibility of romance, but the grace with which they have handled their connection. In a world where relationships are often flaunted for publicity, theirs feels sacred, protected from noise. Wu Lei once said in an interview, "The best relationships make you calm, not restless, and perhaps that is what defines them." Their bond seems steady, unhurried, and mature. Something nurtured quietly over time rather than announced to the world. Maybe that is why his recent words moved people so deeply. They did not sound like a confession of love in the conventional sense, but rather a recognition of something enduring, something built through years of shared experiences and silent trust. For many, it was a reminder that the strongest connections are not the ones shouted from the rooftops, but the ones that survive in stillness, grounded in respect, loyalty, and a deep, wordless care. As soon as Wu Lei's words hit the internet, fans around the world reacted with overwhelming joy. Comments flooded social media. "Finally, he said it. Their love feels so real. This isn't acting anymore, it's destiny." In Korea, Japan, and Thailand, entertainment outlets replayed the clip in slow motion, analyzing every pause, every smile. In France and Canada, fan pages translated the quote, calling it the sweetest public confession without saying, "I love you." Even international media began covering the story, praising Wu Lei's honesty and emotional maturity. So, what's next for this rumored couple? Reports suggest that Wu Lei and Zhao Lusi might be reuniting for a new historical drama in 2026, a project said to highlight their evolved chemistry and natural warmth. Industry insiders also hint that both have chosen to keep their personal lives grounded, focusing on their craft, philanthropy, and family. Wu Lei, recently seen volunteering at a youth charity event, was quoted saying, "The right people inspire us to become better versions of ourselves." Fans immediately linked the statement back to Zhao Lusi, interpreting it as another sign of quiet devotion. Whether this is a confirmed romance or simply a deep friendship, one thing is undeniable. Wu Lei and Zhao Lusi share a connection that transcends the screen. It's a story of patience, respect, and genuine care. Proof that love doesn't always need to be loud to be real. And maybe, just maybe, Wu Lei's subtle confession was never meant to shock the world, but to honor a bond that's been there all along.
What do you think?
Did Wu Lei just confirm what fans have believed for years? Could this be the most genuine love story in Chinese entertainment today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest celebrity stories from across Asia and beyond. Thank you for watching News, where we bring truth, emotion, and inspiration to every story. See you in the next video.